Hey everybody, this is Chanchai. We're just doing a quick session. We're just gonna do a little bit of Shinobi, but it's only gonna be probably about less than an hour. We've got stuff to do tonight, so we want to go ahead and just get some time in here. That said, there is an awesome Virtua Fighter tournament going on right now. It's Beat Knuckle Thursdays. That's on Mexican Uppercuts channel. So if you want to watch that, I highly recommend it. It's a great tournament. It's always been having great quality competition in there. So I think I always highly recommend it. Alright, here we go. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to do some, hey Sorensen, good to see you. We're going to do a little bit of Shinobi. Now, we have backtrack a little to unlock just a few extra stuff. It's not much, but this is still our first playthrough. So now we're going to do the mountain. We did Oboro Village, we did the chase, we didn't do the full run. We did Lantern Festival, and now we're going to do the mountain. Should be fun. Yeah, gotta get the claws. Exactly. Setsuna, good to see you. Are you guys watching the Beat Knuckle Thursdays? If you aren't, you guys should definitely be watching that. So I haven't played Mountain before. This will be my first time going through it, but earlier I did skip over this dialogue that happened at first, but you're going to see the story run through here. Sounds good. Who are you rooting for, Argentina or Venezuela?
Looks like they've got some mining operation out here. I wonder if that's all there is to it, though. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Ah, you figured something nasty was going down here, huh, Shinobi? Well, why don't you take that over there? Something tells me you're gonna need it, pal.
Alright, these are the claws. Power booster, increase your overall damage dealt. Alright. There's a combo amulet. So right now we've got Fortune Hunter. I kinda like keeping the Fortune Hunter, but it is good to turn on the extra power. But right now I'm gonna keep on the gold. We're just gonna get more gold while we're farming stuff. Alright, we do have enough to get the medic amulet. Kinda wanna get the health boost, so I might save up. I think I'll save up. Yeah, and then we can always go back. So at the beginning of the stage we got this, so we can always map back to the starting checkpoint, I think. Alright, we're being dumb. We're getting used to the controls again, it's been a while. Alright. Did we miss anything down here? I don't think so. Now this is a game where actually speeding through is perfectly fine. Also, don't forget you can always crouch like this, so it's always good to remember when you got bullets. And we're being kind of dumb there. Do we see any secrets up here? No. Not yet, anyways. That was our moment to do a finisher because we threw a kunai at him. I do like that this game you can kind of speed through and just kind of run back to what you want. Now this is the least boss fights, so let's take a look at what we got around here. Alright, let's try it. was hoping to speed through that. Alright, we're gonna have to... Okay. Nope. Okay, so you can actually fall there in a good way. It will take you back down to the beginning, so it's kind of worth checking out. I think. Nope. Interesting. Guess not. I dived into it. That was silly of me. I died. That was bad. Alright. Interesting. That's it. Hey, bacon omelet. Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. Slowing the level. This is the first time playing Mountain, and it's pretty cool. How have you been doing, bacon omelet?
Wait,
I've been well.
Shinobi's here?
I'm a big Shinobi 3 nerd, so this game coming out was great. I'm really glad you're liking it too. That's awesome. And I know that Shinobi 3 was quite an influence on this game.
He cannot gain access to this facility. Lock this entrance down, lowlives.
being dumb. Alright, very nice. That sounds cool. So I kind of want to rebind these, but it's all good. I like that. Okay, I see. This one I've countered. Okay. Okay. Do I really want to do this one? Actually. I do like it's closer up here. This feels like classic Shinobi proportions here at this camera. I feel like I'm advancing through the level a little fast. This looks scary. Oh jeez, okay. What the heck? Okay. I'm dead. Oh, I didn't know you can do that. I didn't know you can kick those. That's cool. Now I know you can kick those. Yeah, this is the Kagemaru outfit. You can get it if you register an account on the Sega site. That was pretty cool. I didn't know you can kick the barrels. It was actually the first time I saw it. So I could probably kick it with this, and then you can kick it with that too. I'm guessing. Alright. Let's see here. Getting back up there would be a teleport. So we would have to kind of teleport back, fast travel. Look over here. If we want to do that. By the way, LD Wells, how you doing? Hope you're doing really good. Always happy to see you. Come here. Let's test it out. Nope. So it's gotta be the dive kick to launch these. But it'll instantly kill them too. I see. So this one you gotta race to get down there to get to this stone here. And that's almost like a boss fight here. But you've also got these. I thought that would work. Now we know what kind of level these are. Have to wait. And then there's something over here too. All right. Is it gonna lava me? No, it's gonna stop that one. Okay. God. That was annoying, of course, but my bad. Hey, now I got the ninja claws. Alright, I did want to do the health boost, and then unlock new items too is also a priority. In fact, that's probably a higher priority, but health is good too. Let's do this first. Let's see what we got. Information's good, folks. Alright, kunai boost is 1. Attack finishing blow is good. That's pretty cool. Kunai capacity is really good with my build right now. That's pretty cool later. But let's do this one here. Yeah. It's pretty good. And we'll save up because we're going to increase our health next. Alright. Let's see what we got. It's open. Yeah. Nice. Oh boy, one of these. Of course. Anybody play Gears of War 3? Of course. That little tap was it. Okay. Hey, Subterm, good to see you. Of course. Ah, jeez, of course. That's cool. All right. Oh, okay. Oh crap, one of these. Okay, here we go. Or not. That's funny. I'm dead. That works. Really good to see you, Subterm. What have you been up to? My sparring partner needed to delay our session until tomorrow, so I'm just doing semi-circular drills. Yeah, half circulars are good to work on. And Lao's got really good half circulars. Alright, we're back here where we started. Now we can climb up too. Very cool. So, yep, we're back over here. We had a treasure over there too. Let's go get that treasure on the other side of this. All right. Yeah. Back over here. Alright, now we're gonna just go ahead and go forward. But we've at least unlocked the doors. Yeah, we just need to go straight this way. And we want to go... maybe over there. Oh, that's where we were before. We can go back though. So currently have it set to Wolf. So Wolf's 4-3P, 6PK, and Charge Chop. That's good. The Charge Chop, you definitely want to build a reaction to evade it because it can break guard and normal hit. You don't want to get normal hit by it, whereas some other charge attacks you can take a normal hit, but you got to evade. Problem is if you evade cancel, then you won't be able to do a successful evade for another full, for a full second. And so because of that, you know, you always got to be mindful of those things. Sometimes though, hopping could be the alternative if you have to take a hit, because that way he hits you out of the air and you can kind of tech when you fall. But yeah. Alright, let's go down. Go down here. Now we've opened this gate. We go back here and we can go down this way. But we don't have the way to break down the thing anymore yet. So that's gonna be later. Alright, if we can't go there. So right stick. Interesting. That's actually no, we're right here. Okay. Let's try the elevator. Yeah. Yeah, this is one we want. We don't have the grappling hook, so we need the grappling hook to move here, so it's another gated section. So that was bad. But let's see what we can go for. Alright. Alright. I don't know if we want to fall down there. I don't think so. There's something over there, maybe. I don't think there's anything over there. So we'll just go up all the way to max. That sucked. Actually, I'm running into a bug, it seems. I have the Wolf 6P into P plus K recorded, and it does it fine by itself, but when I have the playback randomizer, it only does the 6P. Oh, that's really interesting. It's really interesting. That was bad. Okay. So that's okay. It's not too bad. Okay, I see. I just got to stage 3 the other day. Been really enjoying the game so far. I'm really glad to hear that. Don't have the Kage fit though. To get the Kage fit, you got to set up the Sega account and then set it to the system you want the Kage to go on, and then you just claim the code. I don't think there's much time. I think you got to do it like today or tomorrow. I think it's gonna end not today or tomorrow. I think it ends on like the 9th or so. So look that up. Look for the blue costume. If I can find a link, I'll send it to you. I found out from Korimaru's YouTube video, but there's a way. It's like a Sega fan reward for having a Sega account. The Sega account doesn't require like a password, but it is going to require your email, because you'll use your email to kind of authenticate it, because it'll send you a code to log in. It's the same account that you'll need if you want to do the PS5 or Xbox closed beta for Virtua Fighter. Okay, you won't have to reset it. It's one of those weird things where it just authenticates through your email. It'll just send you a code every time you want to log in. Haste, hey, good to see you. Shinobi is really good. I like it a lot. It's actually a pretty fast-paced action game. The Metroidvania stuff is not is not so Metroidvania. I mean, it's there, but it's there to help you kind of like imagine if you were playing like a Mario game, and you finished a level, but then you like want to go back and get the stuff, but you just want to do that. You can do that, or you want to just go back and get the elite fights. You can go back and do that really quick, jump in, jump out, and then you're continue on your way. So it's actually there for the convenience, and it's there to create an interesting upgrade path to where you could max up if you want, or you could probably race through the campaign and just level up along that path, or you could try to just, if you feel like it's kind of tough, you backtrack and get more stuff. So it's kind of cool. And then once you beat the game, which I have not done yet, I believe there is a boss mode and there's an arcade mode. It's pretty cool. It's really fast. It's semi-optional. It's stuff that like takes you only a split second to go back and get. So it's one of those things where it's a little gated, but it's okay because you just played through, and it establishes this habit where just race through the level. Don't feel like you have to complete it in that first run. You can if you want. Well, to a degree, you won't be able to do everything, but the game actually wants you to kind of play the game at a fast pace and just kind of pick up wherever you want to skip. Even when the annoying, for some people, they don't like those special stages where, it's kind of like Sonic special stages, special zones, stuff like that. It's one of those where if you go through it, it's enough just to go through it and then skip it. But if you really want to unlock what you get at the end of it, you can keep going back and do that if you want. But if you don't like that, you just go through the game. So this is actually a pretty fast-paced action game with stuff that comes from Prince of Persia and Metroidvania, but it's really doing those things as a way to kind of help you get through those fixes if you really want to 100% everything. But if you want to just speed through it, this is quite an action game. Yeah, the animation, the art's gorgeous. I like the way the bosses fight. I mean, I like the way they're designed. They're interesting. And I do like the combat flow of this game. I like that it's not I don't think it's overly done, but I do think it lets you flourish and it lets you do some cool chain stuff, especially as you unlock abilities. And I can kind of see the potential future like sequences I could be doing, especially if you kind of get the right amount of damage, because you kind of want to get people down to like just enough health to be executed, and then you get those cool like PlayStation 2 Shinobi moments if you want. You kind of have to work for them, but I like it. The kunai has a cool role in the game. I don't think it's throwaway. I think they just made it an interesting role that also facilitates you speeding through a level, or you can use them for those combos and stuff. So yeah, I think they've done just such a great job with this. Awesome. Even obsessed with 14. Do you mean King of Fighters 14 or? But Ninja Gaiden 4 is looking so cool. I wouldn't say better or worse than the new Ninja Gaiden game. I think Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is really good on its own. It's got its own flow as well, and I kind of like the flow that game has too. But I really like Shinobi. To be honest, I'm more inclined to play Shinobi, but I couldn't tell you that it was better. I just think both these games, Ragebound and Shinobi Art of Vengeance, do awesome stuff. They do different things a little bit, but they're both really, really cool. Like really, really cool. So on Steam, you can actually, I think they got a bundle to buy both of them, and I'd actually recommend it. I think they're both really awesome. There is definitely a cool feeling with Ragebound that evokes the NES trilogy, but it's not like the NES trilogy. Oh, Final Fantasy 14, awesome. That's funny. Oh, I'm actually back where I started. That was my bad. Let's see. I kind of made it harder for myself, but it's all good. And look, there's something underneath me too. That's kind of cool. Not where I started. Not where I started. But this is tricky. That's very tricky. Huh. I'm wondering how to get through that. Let's take a look. Yeah, like this. Okay. Awesome. That's good. I'm glad you got your pre-order in. I got my pre-order in too. Oh, this is where we were. Yeah, back to where we were. I'm glad to hear you got that. Did you hear about the beta? The beta's coming out soon. The beta is actually coming out next week. We don't have grappling hooks. Huh. Is this where we were already? It looks like it is. We don't have the grappling hooks to maybe go to the top there. I'm kind of lost now about where to go. I might pause this for today because I do got to get to taking care of some other stuff. But this was fun. I do like that you can kind of quit and then come back and you just have to, you'll just fast track to any of these spots, right? So if I got to get back here, then over here is where I got to go, right? Like boom, and here I am. But if I got to go back, you know, wherever, I mean, that's the Metroidvania aspect, but it's not too bad. So, yeah, we'll call it for today, because I do got to go to locals and family made dinner and stuff. But this was a lot of fun. But thank you guys very much for watching today. It's a lot of fun. This game is a blast to play, and you can play it at your pace, but it is fun to play at fast pace. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. It's a great series. That's, man, quite a story. What an MMO. What a way to redo a game, and then it becomes awesome, but it also becomes the MMO people can keep coming back to every year or two, and a lot of my friends just love it. And again, I'm looking forward to playing more VF with you, Haste. Keep it up. Have you also, Haste, you're in the Ohio area, right? Right now, Columbus, gosh, pretty much, there's 3 regular sessions offline in Ohio right now. So definitely connect with the player named Sente, and he'll tell you about all the events. On VFDC, they do post all of them. They also post them in the official VF Discord, but it's kind of hard to navigate that except when they happen. But if you go to VFDC, all the Ohio events are happening. Grappling hooks in the SCOD, awesome. But yeah, yeah, I love the art. I love the combat combos. I love the flow. I like everything about this game right now. It's just, this is playing like, there's a lot of level design elements that remind me of Sega Genesis era stuff. And also, there's a lot of, This game evokes a lot of memories for me, but also feels very modern, and that's what I really love about it. That's the difference between this and like Ragebound, right? Ragebound feels like it's a throwback with some really cool modern mechanics, so it is modern, but it's really trying to really capture kind of like making you feel like you're playing what you remember of the NES Ninja Gaiden. So not as brutally hardcore as those, but it still has its difficulty curve and it still has its tricks. But that game is really classically hardcore because there's a lot of constraints you're dealing with. But Ragebound gives you a lot of like even more cool stuff to do, but it evokes that era quite a bit. While the graphics are actually more like a 16-bit game, but the feel, it makes you nostalgic for the 8-bit Ninja Gaiden games. When it comes to Shinobi, this feels like how a modern fast platform action game should be in my mind. It captures a lot of the modern aspects of those while still feeling like the sense of speed, the sense of action, the run through does evoke some of that nostalgia. But this just looks like how, you know, as a kid you're trying to imagine the future of action games. This feels like it. And so I think this game is really awesome at being a new refreshed Shinobi. And you know, Shinobi has done this many times, and I always liked it when it did. I really like the 3DS Shinobi a lot. I really love the PlayStation 2 era Shinobi games, and I do like Shinobi Legions on Saturn, though I think that one probably doesn't capture as much of the magic, but it was still a really cool game, and it was awesome when it came out. But it definitely felt like, you know, a first-gen Saturn game. But it had cool cinematics, and it was using digitized graphics at that time. But Shinobi 3, you know, a lot of people mention that, and I think Shinobi 3 is just really awesome. But all of the Shinobis are really good, but I'm not the biggest fan of them, I have to admit. I know I just enjoy them. But this game has totally really wins me over. I enjoyed a lot, and so that's why I felt like I should go ahead and stream it while I was playing it. I think everybody that was watching it, because normally I don't stream action games. You're not going to see, you know, Chanchai's best gameplay, but you can see him have fun going through it, and it's just fun playing with you all. And it's fun, Setsuna letting me know, yeah, you're going to like getting those claws, and Evoid letting me know, hey, Neo City's going to be where you get the grappling hook. But it's just really fun to go through, and fun to explore. And fun to kind of just discover gameplay. I do like the gameplay discovery pace of Shinobi. You know, of course, that said, in the Metroidvania space, I think Hollow Knight might be like the cream of the crop for like this, like the game. You just kind of play the game and it kind of makes sense what you do with it. But what I love about Shinobi is it gives you that action hunger, the way that like Dead Cells did for me, where it's just like, you're like, oh, I want to do some cool stuff. I want to try this out. And you guys saw that even with the platforming, even if there was a risk that I was going to fall down the pit, though this game doesn't make you feel so brutally punished for falling down the pit, but you saw that like I was happy to kind of try it and go like, oh, you know, yeah, let's go ahead and dive kick these enemies to help us get through, and then let's try to come up with some ideas of how we can do the combat to kind of move with the combat. And I thought that was cool. That said, syncing your damage up so that you can get them into positions for executions, I hope I can get through that better sooner. I feel like the kunais are really good at that actually, but I think also I need to start using some of the ninjutsus a little more, because I think those kind of can help do that, especially when the game goes into harder, into like extreme difficulty and stuff. I think that's going to play a big role in how you set up like certain runs and certain ways to clear sections of elite enemies. We'll probably be using the Nimpos and combination with the executions, and I think that'll look amazing. So yeah, and the armor breaking ninjutsus. Yeah, so right now I haven't used them that much, but I feel the potential there, and when I have busted them out, they're really cool. So I think something I'm gonna have to let myself do is get into a flow where you're like, okay, you use it, but you also know that like after you kill a certain amount of enemies, you're gonna have the Nimpo back up again. And so I think I need to kind of build that kind of flow, because I think that's the heart of this game's combat. I think if anything, even though it's made from the makers of the makers of Streets of Rage 4, I feel like that's where the game's going to be a bit more kind of like Dead Cells, right? And even though the developers of Dead Cells have just made Rogue Prince of Persia, which I have not played yet, but well, I played a little bit, and Rogue Prince of Persia is pretty cool. Like honestly, Rogue Prince of Persia is really, really cool. But I feel like this game is going to have a sort of Dead Cells like flow between enemies when you start using everything. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. I really like it. I think this game is just really sweet, and it's just fun to come back to and play. So yeah, that said, I'm gonna go to local soon. I'm gonna do the dinner with family. But locals in Portland, if anyone's in the Portland area, we're gonna be having Virtua Fighter tonight over at Morrison Market, which is in East Portland, and it's always a great time on the Thursdays at the Morrison Market. It's a really big playing area. There's a bar there. There's some good food there. There's like African-inspired barbecue. It's actually African-style barbecue because it's actually African food. Then we have another African cart, and we have another Mexican cart, and sometimes pizza too. But also not far from there is a cute coffee shop called Rimsky Corsa Coffee House, which I like. That place is quite a trip. They do a lot of stuff that really challenges your sense of perception. That sounds weird, but I enjoy dessert and coffee with my wife there, and we love bringing new friends there because they have no idea what they're in for when they go to that place. But yeah, thank you, Evoid. You have a good night too, and I'll catch you all a bit later. You guys take care, and I think I will do a raid because I always want to share the love. Streaming, this is one of the best things about the Twitch platform, is being able to raid and support other streamers and kind of like encourage some good content. So we'll try to do that right now. Let me see. Okay, awesome. We got some awesome VF streams going on right now, so we're definitely gonna go into that. Alright, let's raid it. So I'm gonna rate it on the LD Wells side, but I think LD Wells and Haya are both like streaming the same event. It looks like that Beat Knuckle Thursday already finished, so let's go ahead and rate LD Wells, one of the most fun people to follow. Now, I am gonna warn you, you might hear a lot of swearing if Haya and LD Wells are chatting together, but Haya is also one of the most fun people to follow and watch. It's a great time, though. You know, I usually have to put the volume down when my kids are around. So, all right, here we go. But you're gonna have a lot of fun watching the way LD Wells fight. It's really beautiful, stylish. Lei Fei gives me hell. All right, enjoy. Y'all take care. And for those on YouTube, thank you very much. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you later, and I'll try to stream some VF very soon. I plan to be